So in this video, I'm going to walk through the quick campaign feature within Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales. Basically, this is a mechanism for bulk creating activities. It's commonly used for bulk creating email activities. So let's go into the system. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm actually in the contacts area at the moment. If I select a few of these records and then just go to the top navigation bar here, click on the three dots for more commands. And then I've got an area here called Quick Campaign. If I click on that, it's going to give me some options. So do I want to do a campaign for the records I selected, all records on the current page, or all records on all pages? So conceivably, I could create a lot of activities. So if I said for selected records, then I get this wizard pop up. Now, I'll walk you through the wizard in a minute, but I can also do this from another area within the system, and that's the marketing lists area. So if I go to marketing lists, there's one I pre-created called test for quick campaigns. Open that up. If I go to the members tab, you can see I've got three test members on there. Go back to summary, and you can see I've got this quick campaigns area where I can create a quick campaign, which is what I'm going to do, and the same wizard crops up. So we can do this from a number of different places. But let's walk through the wizard and let's create a campaign, and let's do it as an email campaign to begin with. So click next. I'll give this a name. Let's call it this is a test. And first thing it's asking me to do as I go through the wizard is what activity type do you want to create? Well, we said email in this case, so click on email. Then who do I want to assign ownership to? Which is the owners of the records in the marketing list, to myself or to some other user or team. I'm going to put it to myself, or I could put it in a queue if I wanted to. And then I can determine whether I actually want to send the emails out or whether I want to generate them in draft for somebody else to send out, but I'm going to send these out. So then I go on to the next, which is create my email that I'm going to send out. I could use a template if I wanted to, and then that allows me to search on the relevant templates within the system. You've got system templates that are maintained at the back end, are available to everybody, but you can also create your own personal templates as well and use those. I won't use a template for simplicity's purposes. I can give this a subject, and let's say this is a test quick campaign, and I can then add some body text as well. I've done a quick cut and paste, speed that up. So that's my email created. I can go to next, and I can say, let's create this. So that's going to take a minute or two to run, and then that's going to send those emails out to the records that were on that marketing list. Now, first thing I'd say, while that's sort of generating in the background, this is not really intended for bulk email. It doesn't replace your third-party email provider. This is really for much more targeted lists, much more transactional lists. So potential use cases might be you've got a marketing event and you want to send out some joining instructions to the attendees. Maybe you've got support contracts that are coming to an end. You want to quickly send out a reminder to people. Maybe there's a group of contacts or customers that you haven't spoken to in a while. You want to do a quick email to them. So it's for more targeted, smaller campaigns. You want to avoid trying to use this for bulk email. This is going out through your exchange. You'll end up sort of getting branded as a spammer and all the implications that go with that in terms of the deliverability of your email. So just be careful with it. So that's been running in the background. If I now go and refresh this, hopefully that's created. So you can see there were 3 members in that group, and we've got 3 successes and no failures. It's effectively going to go out to anybody that hasn't unsubscribed. If I go back to my members, if I select one of these, I can then see the timeline, and I can see that that is the email that I created and sent out. So if I go back to my quick campaign, so if I go back to my summaries, we can also show how you can create a quick campaign for other activity types as well. Before I do that, just a quick thing to mention. If you are looking to get more from your Dynamics CRM system, and if you want some guidance on the best next steps, then feel free to reach out. I'll put some links below. Always happy to have a chat to people about their particular circumstances and how we might be able to help. Anyway, let's go back into the system and create another quick campaign. If I go to that and we go through the wizard again, and let's say this is test phone activity, say, and then go to the next one. Now, instead of choosing email this time, I'm going to choose phone call, but I've got other activity types I could choose. And again, I can assign the activity to myself or to the owners or to a specific team or user or queue. I'm going to assign it to me, and then I'm going to go to the next. And it's asking me to specify some details about the phone call that I want set up. When do I want to make that due? Well, let's say it's going to be the 10th of December. Let's say, let's give it a subject. Please follow these up. And I'll just put a test in the description for the sake of brevity. And just go and create that. And that's going to run in the background the same as the other one did, and it's going to bulk generate those phone activities. So it's very much an alternative use case, but it's a very good tool. Let's say, we'd been to a trade show, we'd imported a list of leads from that trade show, we wanted the sales team to follow that up. I could very easily allocate follow-up activities to it. Maybe I'm running a telemarketing team and I want to sort of direct what their calls are going to be for the next week. Again, very good way of bulk creating activities. Maybe I've got a list of neglected customers I want people to follow up. Again, I can sort of set that up for the people that own those relationships. So quite a powerful capability. Again, if I do a quick refresh, that has now been successful. If I go back to one of the members here, and I should see that phone call has appeared in their timeline. So that's all worked well. So I think it's a potentially useful tool. I think you've got to be careful with it from a sort of email generation viewpoint. You don't want to be sending out large scale campaigns, but for more tactical transactional campaigns, I think it's useful. Certainly got a potential use in terms of bulk generating other activity types like phone calls. Even if you're not going to use it, you want to be aware that it exists, because somebody somewhere is likely to stumble upon it and either by intent or by accident send out a large campaign. So it's something that you might want to make sure you've got the appropriate security controls on. It's locked down to only those people that need it. Anyway, hopefully that's a useful introduction to quick campaigns within Microsoft Dynamics 365 for Sales. It's one of many videos we've done on Dynamics 365 for Sales, so please feel free to check out the rest of the channel. Also, if you need any help with Dynamics, or indeed you've got any suggested content ideas, please see the links below. Anyway, thanks very much for your time today. Hopefully see you again soon.